Isla Bennett, a final-year university student in Manchester studying media and communications. By day, she sat in crowded lecture halls, scribbling notes and submitting assignments. By night, she transformed into someone else entirely, a confident, charming digital creator who inspired thousands on Instagram and TikTok through fashion tips, self-love advice, and snippets of her chaotic, beautiful student life. Isla never planned to be an influencer. It started as a creative outlet, something to relieve the stress of university and an escape from her small, cluttered flat she shared with two noisy roommates. She would film short videos in her room, using bedsheets as backdrops and stacking books to hold her phone. To her surprise, her honesty, quirky humor, and sense of style started gaining attention. 100 followers became 1,000. Then 10,000. Before she knew it, brands were reaching out for collaborations. But despite the growing numbers, Isla struggled with acceptance from her family, her peers, and even herself. Her parents, especially her mum, didn't think social media was a real career. To them, it was just a phase. They wanted her to focus on something stable, maybe get into journalism or teach media studies. Isla, though, dreamed bigger. She didn't want to write about influencers. She wanted to be one. One chilly October morning, everything changed. She was filming a collaboration shoot at a vintage cafe when she accidentally spilled coffee on a guy's laptop. Mortified, she apologized repeatedly as she scrambled to help him clean it up. The guy, who introduced himself as Leo Carter, just laughed. "Well, at least now I've got a good excuse for not finishing my screenplay," he joked. That's how it started. Leo was a film student, messy-haired, quietly confident, with a love for indie films and hopelessly romantic plotlines. They exchanged Instagram handles, and within days, he was helping her shoot better content. He understood lighting and angles, and she brought spontaneity and energy. Their creative chemistry was instant. But it didn't stop there. Late-night editing sessions turned into coffee dates. They explored Manchester together, from its grungy backstreets to its bright city lights, capturing everything on camera and off. Leo saw Isla not as someone chasing likes, but as a storyteller. Someone who had a voice and a vision, even when she doubted herself. But love, like success, never comes easy. As her platform grew, so did the pressure. Her audience expected more, better content, perfect images, constant engagement. She began missing lectures, skipping meals, and canceling on Leo. The comments got harsher, too. Some accused her of being fake. Others made fun of her background. It started to eat at her. One night, after posting a particularly vulnerable video about mental health and losing followers over it, she broke down in Leo's flat. "I don't think I can do this," she whispered. Leo took her hand and said, "You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. And if you stop being real, what's the point of all this?" That night, something changed. She stopped chasing perfection and began showing her raw, unfiltered life, the wins and the losses. She talked about balancing student life with ambition, about burnout, heartbreak, and hope. And people loved her even more for it. As graduation approached, Isla's parents finally saw how far she'd come, not just in numbers, but in confidence. She wasn't just a girl behind a screen anymore. She was building a brand, a business, a movement. And Leo? He was still by her side, filming her every milestone. When he got an offer to direct a short film in London, Isla surprised him by saying she'd been offered a full-time influencer deal that allowed her to move, too. The city wasn't just calling him anymore, it was calling them both. On a rainy evening in their new flat, with takeout boxes and fairy lights around them, Isla whispered, This feels like a dream." Leo smiled, pulling her into his arms. "No," he said. "This feels like the beginning." If you like to learn English through these kind of stories, please subscribe to this channel.